Buenos yogis. How are you guys? Just waiting a minute for everyone to get signed in. So, welcome to your Wednesday practice. I'm Cate from Hot House. I'm really happy to see you guys today. So a couple of things. Make sure that you have any props that you need. I always like to have 2 blocks with me. And we're going to be doing some binds today. So a strap is really good to have on hand too. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, no worries. An old t-shirt can work, a belt can work, a rag can work, just about anything. If your husband has an ugly tie, yeah, take that. That can work as well for a strap. And same thing with blocks. If you don't have a block, well, maybe a book would do the trick. So just get creative with your props. Make sure you have some water nearby. I've got my water. I'll probably need some at some point during the practice. And go ahead and just crank up your playlist, whatever you feel like listening to today. Go ahead and get your tunes on. Now, everything that I do today is an offering. You don't have to do every posture. If you get tired, take a break. If you get thirsty, get a drink of water. No worries, no stress. I can't even see you. You can just be in Savasana the whole time, and that's great too. So let's get set on our mats. Hi guys, I see a few more people popping up. That's awesome. So we're gonna begin in gate pose today, and you're gonna start on your left knee with your right foot out to the side, and think of suction cupping the sole of that foot onto your mat. If you can always fold up your mat here if you need a little more padding under your knee, or you can go and you can grab a washcloth or a towel or something like that. All right, so pull the belly button in and up, strong core. Bring the arms out to the sides, and we're gonna reach over toward the right side of the body and plug that shoulder into the joint. So we're not stretching out our shoulder joint, we're stretching our side body. Beautiful. And begin to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. I love seeing all the little hearts float up. I love my yoga community. You guys are awesome. One more inhale and exhale. Now with your core engaged, so belly button pulled in and up, we're gonna bring it to center. And now here's where you may wanna have your block handy. You may wanna bring your hand to a block here, or if you have the range of motion, you bring your hand all the way to the mat. Yeah, reach up to the sky. And bring that hand up and over again, plugging into that shoulder. And inhale it back up to center and reverse. And breathe. And reverse. And bring it up and over. Maybe we reach a little bit farther this time. Nice, guys. Bring your hands forward, and we're going to find tabletop here. So stack your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips right over your knees, and inhale for cow as heart and hips go to the sky. Exhale, cat. Press away from the mat, round the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Bring your spine to neutral, long spine. Right hand forward, left foot back. Flex the foot like you're pressing it against the wall. And on the exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, back and forth. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back and forth. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back and forth. Hands and feet meet the mat. We're gonna come into gate pose on the other side. So you'll be up on your right knee this time and suction cup. Think of pressing into the outer blade of that foot. Nice, arms out to the sides. We'll bring it over. We'll bring it center. Go ahead, grab your block, place it next to you if you need a block here, and we'll reach it down to the floor. Blocks are great because they bring the floor up to you. Palm comes up and over, shoulder plugged into that shoulder socket. And using your core, come back up to center, reach it over. Bring it to center, reach it up and over. How long can you make your side body? And we're going to bring both hands to the center of the mat, place them on the floor in front of you, bring yourself to tabletop. Now, if it's available to you, I would like to stretch out our wrists a little bit. So you're going to turn your fingertips around so they're pointing toward your knees. You can do one at a time like this, or you can do both if that's in your practice. I'll tell you when to switch if we're doing one at a time. Now do some small cow cats. You might not have the range of motion that you had before. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Go ahead and switch if you're doing one at a time. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Okay, put your hands back on straight, and we're gonna get off those wrists for a few seconds. So send your hips back onto your heels, curl your toes underneath so you're at fire toes. And we're gonna roll out the wrists. Should feel good. If anyone's been typing a lot, working at home, this should feel really good. And so everyone's calling their kids and their pets their coworkers. Please tell me all the things your coworkers are doing. I love hearing the stories. And open and close your hands, open, close, open, close, open, close. Maybe your coworkers are interrupting your yoga practice right now. Just be grateful for it and shake it out. Nice, all right. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Inhale your right foot up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Try to bring the right heel to the left glute. Put your leg back on straight. Right knee to right tricep. Right knee to left tricep. Right knee to left wrist. Right knee to right wrist. Right knee to right tricep. Right knee to left tricep. Right knee, left wrist. Right knee, right wrist. One more, we got this. Right knee to right tricep. Right knee to left tricep. Straighten out that leg, fallen triangle. Press the hips up to the ceiling. Really open the heart, open the body. Now keep the feet where they are. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Lower your hips to the mat. 3 little chaturangas here. Lower and up, and lower and up, and lower and up, and come onto your forearms. Now walk your forearms over to the right side of the room. Should feel really good. IT band stretch. And just breathe into this here. Try to find some gentleness. Two more breaths. Walk your hands back to center. We're going to curl the left toes underneath, and we're going to find a three-legged downward facing dog with our right toes up to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Now you might stay right here. If a flip dog is in your practice, I invite you. How slowly can you flip your dog? And lengthen the front body. This is usually where pets like to come by and give you a smooch in the face. I don't know if that's happening to anyone right now, but that happened to me earlier. Okay, we're gonna find ourselves in warrior one. So flip yourself back over, bring the knee in, step it up to the top of your mat. Warrior one. Now, check out your form here. If you look at your feet and it looks like you're on a tightrope, you may want to widen your stance so that it's like you're standing on railroad tracks, just giving yourself a little bit more space. You're going to bend into the front knee, but you want it straight over that ankle. We don't want your knee to tip in, and we don't want your knee to tip out. Ground into the heel of your foot. Press into the outer blade of your back foot. It's going to be at a 45-degree-ish angle. Your hips are going to be forward. Your arms are strong, but you're not wearing your shoulders like earrings. Bring your arms out to the sides. Right arm comes underneath the left, eagle arms. You can stay right here, or if you have the prayer hands in your practice, go ahead and find your eagle arms. Pull the elbows away from the face. And leading with your collarbone, find a back bend. Bring it forward, humble warrior, eagle arms. Relax your hips a little more. Pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. Make sure you breathe. You got this. Unravel the arms, plant the right hand. The legs are still in warrior legs. Reach up with the left hand. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Ooh, I took Jamie's class yesterday. It was amazing. Thank you, Jamie. My legs are burning. It's still on Facebook if anyone missed it. Reverse it, peaceful. And straighten your front leg. Pull the belly button in and up. Utthita Trikonasana. Reach it forward, forward, forward. And Trikonasana. So it's like your feet are rooted from the ground and you're still reaching toward the sky, toward the heavens. So we're like bridging heaven and earth here. All in our yoga practice. Try to stay long on both sides of your body. Bend back into the knee, warrior two. Beautiful. Extended side angle. Now you're going to bring your left hand forward, left hand down. Relax the hips a little more. Reach your right hand forward. Keep the bend in your knee. We're going to find a twist. Right hand goes up. Gently straighten the front knee. Twisting triangle. Revolve triangle. Bend back into your front knee. Right hand comes down. And we're going to pivot ourselves around wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Press into the outer blades of your feet here. And you don't want to hyperextend your knees. So really activate your quadriceps here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk your left hand in front of you. Walk your right fingertips underneath you. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Nice, guys. Now we're going to pivot all 10 toes around toward the right side of the room. Lower down your left knee, and your shoulder is going to nuzzle underneath your right thigh. I love this posture because this posture right here in the prep is such a beneficial posture, and it also leads to so many others. So you are more than welcome to stay right here if that feels good today. Just working that shoulder under the hip or under the thigh motion. Now, if you want to go a little further, I'm not sure which is grammatically correct. I'm not worried about it right now. Place your forearm down on the mat. Now you're going to pull your back heel in and reach around and see if you can take hold of that foot. If you can't, no worries. Just stay right where you are right now. Now, if you would like to come into paperclip, you're going to lean over toward the left side and your left forearm is going to support you as those right toes come up off the mat. Remember to breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead, release the pose, and we're going to lay down on our left side. So I'm going to flip so I don't have my back to you. So come on down to your left side, and your right toes are going to be pointing straight in front of you. Your right foot is going to step over your left. Now prop your upper body up. Come on to your left forearm again, grasshopper. So reach around, your right chin is going to go into your right armpit. See if you can take hold of your foot. And try to relax here. If anybody is itching to do the arm balance, go ahead. Yogi's choice. Otherwise, enjoy the stretch. Two more deep breaths. hands into the mat. We're gonna pull this left heel in. So pull that in toward your glute and shift yourself so that both sit bones are on the mat. We're gonna find our seated spinal twist. Now, if this is too much, I invite you to extend your left leg in front of you. So inhale your left fingertips up to the sky. I like to hug my knee in here because I really feel my spine lengthen when I do that. So inhale, and on your exhale, find your twist. Relax your jaw. Relax your right shoulder down away from your ear. And try to lead with the collarbone. Or maybe visualize it as leading with the heart. Bring yourself in the opposite direction, counter twist. And now we're going to find shoelace. So again, if you have that block handy, you may wish to sit on your block here. So ideally, both sitting bones are going to be touching the floor, and one knee is going to stack on top of the other. Mine aren't there yet. So wherever you are, you just want to feel the stretch in your hips. You may wish to sit on the block. That's really helpful too. Now we're going to find cow face arms. If you have your strap, husband's ugly tie, whatever, rat, whatever, that will help you. So right hand up, and your right hand is going to go between your scapula, and your left fingertips are going to meet it. Again, just go ahead, take that strap to help make that connection if you don't have that available. Once you find your cow face arms, press the back of your head into the right arm, and we're going to fold forward. Try to keep a flat back as much as possible, and it helps by pressing the back of the head into the arm. And allow yourself to surrender to this moment. And we'll inhale back up. Good job, guys. Man, it's hard to sit still. Bring your feet out in front of you. You can shake them out, whatever feels good. And we'll find ourselves in reverse tabletop. So your fingertips are going to be pointing toward your hips and leading with the collarbone and the hips here. Press up, press up, press up, press up. Breathe. So we have this beautiful stained glass ceiling window in the studio. I always love looking at it. And lower yourself down. Good job, guys. Come to seated. Just kind of open and close your arms. Kind of shake it all out. And we'll find the other side. So downward facing dog. Make sure you get a drink if you need it. Just like in the studio. This is all about your health and your well-being. No expectation, no judgment. The left foot up to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips. And left knee, left tricep. Left knee, right tricep. Right wrist, left wrist, right tricep, left, wrist, wrist, tricep, right tricep, hold it here, thread it through, fall and triangle. Keep the feet where they are. Lower your right hand down, lower your hips. 3 little chaturangas. And lower to your forearms. We're going to walk the forearms over to the left side this time. I love this posture. I could stay here all day. 2 more breaths. Send your hands up to the mat. Now you're going to curl your right toes under this time, and we're going to press into the ball of that right foot, and your left toes are going to come toward the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips, and you might stay right here, friends. If a flip dog is in your practice, go ahead. How slowly can you flip your dog? I always like this one because like in class, usually I'm facing the mirror and like all my wrinkles go away. Upside down is amazing. New perspective, right? And we're gonna find warrior 1 on the left side. So pull the knee into your chest. Warrior 1. Again, find those railroad tracks that we were on before. If we're lucky, a train might go by outside the studio and you'll hear it. Bend strong into the front knee. Press into the left heel. We're going to find eagle arms. Your left is going to go under your right this time. And you can stay right here, grabbing opposite shoulders. Or if the namaskar hands are in your practice, go ahead and take them. Find your back bend. And humble warrior. Pull the left hip back, the right hip forward. Release the hips a little bit more. You can do it. Left hand down, right hand high. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Reverse it, peaceful. Straight in the front leg. Oh, that feels so good. And Utthita Trikonasana. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. And triangle. If you have a duck butt popping out, pull it in. Bend back into the front knee, warrior 2. Extended side angle. Right hand forward, right hand down. Left hand forward, left hand up. Find the twist. Once you find that good twist, then begin to straighten your leg. It might not straighten all the way. I don't think mine has ever straightened all the way. Just breathe into it. And pivot yourself around, wide-legged forward fold. I'm gonna face you guys so you don't have my butt in your face. So we're back at our wide-legged. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring your right hand forward, and your left fingertips will walk underneath you this time. Enjoy the good stretch here. Really surrender into it. And if you're not sure how to surrender into it, I'm going to say just breathe into it. Breathe as deeply as you can, even counting your inhales and your exhales. One more inhale. And we're going to pivot all 10 toes around toward the left side this time. So nuzzle that left shoulder underneath your left thigh. Now you might stay right here. If it's available, bring your right forearm to the mat, but bring it out to the side because your weight, if you go into paperclip, is going to be shifting toward the right. So you want to have that brace there. Now, if you're coming right up to the top of your knee and that's painful, I'm going to suggest you move your knee back because you're actually going to be on the meaty part of your thigh right above your knee. You're not going to be on the actual knee joint. Reach around if it's available, take hold of the foot. If it's not, no worries. Just stay right here, working that shoulder under the thigh. If you want to try, hover the toes off the ground. Sometimes it's different on the other side. And the toes go toward the ceiling. Whoops. Maybe you fall out. If you do, I love falling out of this posture because I land like this. So. Good job, guys. Play with that. Props to you if you're still in it. If you're not, no worries. So we're going to lay onto our right side. And the left foot's going to come over. Your toes are going to be right in line with your knee, facing forward. Come up onto your hand, reach around. So literally that shin is going to go into the armpit and get it as low as you can for the really good stretch. Come onto your right forearm and see if you can take hold of the outer blade of the foot. Again, if anyone wants to do the arm balance, go for it. I'm going to stay right here and enjoy the stretch. That's another thing I love about yoga. Just because you can do one version of the posture doesn't mean you need to. And it doesn't even mean that's best for you at that time. So may the purpose of our practice always be to nourish and always to be for our well-being. And if you feel tension, breathe into that spot, send love to wherever you feel tension. Make friends with it. Beautiful. Release the posture and we'll find our seated spinal twist once more. So pull the right heel in. We're going to ground our sit bones. So do any shifting around that you need to do. And if you're more comfortable with that right leg out in front, by all means. Right fingertips to the sky. Give your leg a big hug. Thank it for all it's done for you today and every day. And find your twist. Release the left shoulder away from your ear. Release your jaw. Pull the belly button in and up. You might get a little bit more of a twist. And reverse your twist. And find yourself center. We're going to come into shoelace once more. So again, grab that strap, grab that block. If you want to sit on your block, please do so. Left hand comes up. Pat yourself right between your scapula. Use the strap if you need, and your right fingertips come up to meet it. And press the back of your head into the left arm. Now trying to keep a long spine, even though that means you might not go as farther, and that's okay. You're gonna, from the hips, bring yourself forward. Relax your jaw. Allow yourself to accept where you are, even if it's not comfortable. You can breathe into it. Find some grace. Grace in adversity. Two more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And bring yourself back up to center. Good job, guys. Untangle those pretzel legs. Bring your feet out in front of you. Give yourself a little shake. And reverse tabletop. So plant your feet, hands on the floor, fingertips facing your heels, and press up. Press up, press up, press up. Beautiful. And release it down to the mat. Go ahead, please grab a drink of water here. All right, Malasana. So go ahead, get your block, and I invite you to sit on your block, at least for this Malasana. And I want your knees to please be in line with your feet. So whatever direction your feet are going, your knees go to. And we're gonna bring our hands to heart center, and your elbows or your triceps will be nuzzled in to those thighs.